What's your plans for here on in? What do you do now?
So the plan is, as per the discussion I've had with my coach, is he wants to put 20 pound of muscle on me in the next 12 to 18 months. And then we're going to chase that IFBB Pro card. May well, if the dates fit, try and squeeze in a couple of PCA Pro shows, try and win some money.
That'd be cool.
But ultimately, the goal is the IFBB one.
Is there any sort of like competitive sort of issues, like conflict of interest with IFBB if you're doing PCA shows? So I knew that was a thing back in the past, but is it sort of eased up a bit now?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Because there's guys that have got the PCA Pro cards that have went on to win the IFBB Pro cards.
That's good then.
Compete with IFBB, so I don't think it's. It used to be, I think, when it was the UK BFF, when they had the Pro card, they were really fucking corrupt. Like, if you competed with someone else, they didn't fucking like you.
Right.
But it's different now. Like, they're bringing in, for the Two Bros stuff, it's usually the judges are international and stuff as well. So, I think there's definitely less of it now. But
Must be some fucking cash to put on a show.
it must be. Aye.
Must be some money, like flying people in, putting on an arena, organising it, staff. Must be a fair old whack to put that out there.
Aye,
They compete.
but they must be making a fair bit of money as well.
I know. Aye. Hey, they're not doing it. They're not doing it out of the goodness of their heart.
Well, like your Two Bros entry fees are fucking wild.
Are they?
Aye.
Like what's?
What did I work? I can't. What did I spend? Sure, I worked out that your registration plus you've got to have an MPC membership, and then I'm sure if you were to buy the show tan and the photos as well, you were $350, $370.
Seems alright. Is that steep?
Well, PCA cost me 50 quid for the year's membership and 50 quid a show.
That's alright. So a big gap there, a big difference.
But I mean, even I never got the tan or the photos. I never buy the photos for the shows, to be fair. But I was still with Two Bros. I was still the best part of 200 quid,
Right.
just to register and get my membership. So it is steep, but it's your route to the cards, so they can fucking charge you what they want, really, can't they?
Mm-hmm. And especially if you're getting that belief that you're getting closer. I mean, look at the gap that you've closed. Like you have had the mental hybrid turbos attached. You've closed that fucking gap down, and you're on the path now. So it's been great to debrief. It's been great to go through it and sit and chat with you and go through the twists and turns, because I don't think people get it. I don't think people know how mentally taxing it is. Like I've always been fascinated with the mental aspect of it, because it's people are quick to jump to the outside world who's never really sniffed it. Like, it's all steroids, it's all drugs, it's all, and like, you don't fucking know really what's going on. Like, you think that that's just guys that are juiced up. I mean, yeah, juice is an element, but you have no idea the work that goes into this. Diet, dialing it in, the mental sacrifices, the fucking physical sacrifices, the relationship sacrifices, the things you need to put online to get to that level, to get to that sort of detailed. It's so fucking much, and a huge element of that is the mental aspect of it. And you know how mentally tough you need to be when you're just describing there. You got to the stage where you're flat, you know, and you're flabby, and you're like, I feel like I've not made any improvements. Even getting through that in itself, and it's just a series of battles. You're battling when you're fat and flat. You're battling when you know what shows to go for. You're battling, you know, what you should do. You're battling, you know, how's your diet. There's all these sequences of battles to, like, winning the war or winning the outcome is a series of many battles, and those many battles are all mental battles, because the physical aspect you can take care of, and people don't realise, like, you go to the gym to train your muscles. Where do you go to the gym to train your mind? Like, that mental aspect is fucking hard. You ever seen anybody that's been like really good and fucking mentally just cracked?
I do actually know one or two guys that have got potential, but mentally
It's not there.
they don't. So aye, definitely.
I remember Dorian talking about it. Dorian was like, you know, he's like, he mentally had it. He's like, but there was guys who were genetically way better than him. And he's like, if you put me in their body, untouchable. And he was like, he just had the mental edge, like that fucking so determined, locked in, you know, view where you look at these, like some of the other guys they were better, but just couldn't lock it in, just couldn't get that edge, the psychological advantage.
I'm just fucking stubborn.
That's good. You need to be.
Fucking. I just don't fucking give up. Like,